And we're back here at the old glass studio homestead, I guess you could say. I thought I'd give you a couple of things in mind to look at or talk about. I was talking to a lady today about getting started, and one of the things I suggested it was this. Let me actually, I'm going to take it off of the stand, and I probably will regret it, but I'll do it anyway. You'll have to excuse the jumbledness. But I have on my torch a blast shield, and it has the nice swivel part going on and everything. And then on top of that, I put my didymium lens across that, so that gives me the infrared and the UV protection that I need on my torch. And well, with that way you can also see what's happening in the light, in the flame, without too much trouble. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Of course, it's not going to be easy. There we are. Give me a second. I had to put the oxygen, my lighter away. Now, I said it's up for grabs, and at the moment I've got, I'll do a lighthouse. I've already got, and you know what? I'll even start from scratch on that. This is what I have, which is a nice spiral swirl. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put the black or the dark blue and the white together. And again, if you have a question, hi Libby, I'm just now seeing all this stuff, sorry about that. I'm getting low on your marbles again. Well, we can take care of that, Libby. Message me and we'll start doing some stuff for you. Hi Beatrice, I want a black kitty. Okay, instead of, since there's somebody that wants something already, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And by the way, I need to somehow I switched it over to the other side somehow. I don't know what it, oh there it is down here at the bottom. Ding, there we go. There we are. All you were seeing was the tuft at the top of my head. Sorry about that. Now, let's go ahead and make a black kitty. You want to see it sitting, standing, or laying on its back, playing with its tail? I know, too many questions all at once. I'll do two of them and you can choose. How's that sound? I'll do one and or you come up with the right answer and we'll do it. We'll go it that way. How's that sound? There's no obligation to buy this thing, but if you do want to buy it, we can work that out as well. $950 for service charges and seeing it done live. No, no, not really. The size that I'm thinking about making will be $12 to $14 tops. If you have a, I think the sitting cat seems to be jumping out at me. Let me get another black rod here for the tail. So hold on, let's do this. We'll get there. Whoa, a lot of people. I'm doing pretty well, John. You also want a purple unicorn. We can work that out. Yep, we'll get right on those too. I'm glad you guys have a lot of suggestions. I didn't know what I was going to do for the time being. Sometimes I get out here and I'm stumped. No, I can do it, but it's just needing a direction to go in sometimes. You know what I mean. I've gone out here a couple of times where I just sat out here and just stared at the torch and said, what do I do now? Well, we'll get there from here. Now, we'll put the head on this guy. You know what? There's a fluctuation in the torch. Hold it a second. I'm going to change something here. That's what I'm going to do. Take this one off. Turn this one on. The flame might go out a little bit, but come back. Okay, we'll get there. Give it a second. Oops. I know, it's one of those days you can't control everything, but we will eventually. Right. There we go. What do we got? Oh yeah. Bring that down just slightly. There we go. It's going to take a little while for the other one. I was using an oxygen concentrator that I was going to use as a booster, as the main one. So now let's get back to this. It'll get a darker blue in just a second. Right now it's running more on air than oxygen. But as the concentrator warms up, we'll go from there. Man, everybody's saying stuff. Hi, Tommy. Okay, we'll work on that. Here we go. Here's the head to this cat. Somebody also wanted me to do a bobcat. I was online this morning on marbles and things, and you know, I can do a cat. I can make it look like a cat, but I never thought about a bobcat. But then again, it would just be a snub-nosed tail and a couple other things, but we'll get there. There's one ear to this cat. Green eyes sound good to the cat? Yeah, green eyes. And there we go. Put the nose on. That's looking pretty good. Let me zoom in. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize. There we are. A little bit more tufted pull. And now the eyes, we're going to do green, I said, because we already got the body blue. This will work. Kick off the outer ring. Lower it down a little bit. You don't need a lot to, when you're done. You know, you don't need a sledgehammer to tap in a fine nail. There we go. There's the eyes. Let's kick it up just a little bit more for the legs. Right. There's one leg sort of, you know, that's what it's going to be, sort of setting up and begging, but pawing at things. It'll work. I haven't done this pose in a while. Let's get it going. Practice, and more practice. You got to learn to let the glass flow. Now I'm going to do a cold seal at the end of his nose. Oh. Not that type of seal, never mind. I know. Odd sense of humor. Always have had it. Right. Here comes the tail. Curlicue it a little bit to the right, or bend it a little bit to the right, and then curlicue it. Yeah, never mind. You get the idea. Here we go, loop-de-loop. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna look real good. It's gonna look real good. Sometimes you'll notice when you're working and getting a little bit of stress level up, just take a deep breath. Oh, that's not good. I touched that right to the tail, but that's okay. And let it go. It makes a big difference. There's the hind haunches. On the back half of these. There we go. And actually it'll sit like that and sort of set up. So you got two choices of how you want it to work. There we go. Oh, that one needs to be a little longer. Okay, sorry about that. I've been trying to see. Thank you, Bernice. I'm glad you like it. And I see a lot of people at Phil and Cheryl have also joined the crowd watching. Thank you. And I got to do a purple unicorn real quick. We'll do that next. Let's skip the, when you want them, they're never around, tweezers. There you go. Well, that's a little bit longer tail than normal, but that's what it's all about. Long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, right? There we go. I'll just take it off at the nose. Fire polish that, and again, it will sit. Let me see if I can do this. I'll bring it up a little higher. There we go. It'll sit like this, like it's ready to pounce, and also should sit. Well, let's try to get it right. It might be the tail a little bit heavy, but it should sit. No, we got to get it right. I'll tilt it just a little bit more forward on the legs, and it should do the trick. You got to center the weight just right. There it goes. And now a purple unicorn. I think, well, I have this, this color. I think it'll work well. It's sort of a bluish, but it's also a purple. And we'll go from there. Now, would you like a pendant? Would you like this made into a pendant or just a little unicorn to stand somewhere? I should have asked that about the cat as well. I guess I could still make it into a pendant. This one's going to be a little bit bigger than the cat, but doable. There's the neck to the unicorn. Always make them look like a shark fin. And then we put, and then we put an ice cream cone at the end here, and bring it out. There we go. You can see the cone shape right there, ice cream cone. All building shape on shape is what I call that. I think we're going to do dark blue and white for the horn and mane and tail. So like a swirl and different colors together. We'll see how it works out. There's one leg. Here's the other. There we go. Got to make this leg just a little longer, just a little. Let's see if I can. Oh, here we go. This will be perfect for it. This will be a zebra mane, horn, and tail. Let's see if we can make this work. There we go. Now the mane is going to be a little bit different, so is the tail. We'll still have the blue and the white going on, but just mixed a little bit different. Oh yeah, the white's coming through, but a little less because, I don't know, it just sort of is. It is coming through. There we go. Whites and blues. Hi, Evelyn. Nice to see you out there. Everybody's getting a chance to watch. This is good. Now we're going to do a fold seal here on the end of the leg. There we go. Now the back legs, do a more or less an L shape for these guys. Pull it out a little bit that way, let it cool, and then bend it in a 90-degree angle from that. And that one I put a little bit too into the body. I got to bend it outward a little bit. I'll get it with the tweezers in a little bit. Let's put the other one on there. There we go. Boy, that is just awkward for some reason. Looking on it from the back end, I really twisted those legs funny. That's better. And we got to stretch it just slightly. I couldn't think of the name of the color when I first picked it up, but it's periwinkle. There we go. Stretch it a little bit. And now the tail. Fold and pull. Check the back end. Yeah, I've still twisted it a little bit. Let's get it curved in the right direction. Getting there. Egads. Like I've never made a back end of a horse or something. Or I'm on drugs. That's what it is. I'm on drugs. Yeah, that's it. Of course, everybody all at once. Hold on, people. Somebody wanted to do a survey. Yeah, like I have time for that. Probably made a difference in everybody's lives. Darn. Oh well. We'll get there. Hey, Kevin. Thank you, Bernice. I'm glad you liked them. We'll work on that. I know what it is. I've got to twist it and turn it just a little. Oh, there we go. Still have to get it. I don't know. Some dumb reason it's just not cooperating with me. But I'll fix it before I let it go, for sure. Oh well. Right now, I'm going to put that down, and if anybody else has a request, now's the time to come up with it. Once I finish that. And this one sits like this, and like that. So that's a two-parter. Wait a minute, you can't quite see. There we go. Sits like that, and like that. It works. Right. Now, let's come up. Oh, what was I going to do before that? Oh yeah, a lighthouse. And I was using some of the lighthouse type stuff for the Kale in Maine, but I'm going to do another little bit of lighthouse so you guys can see how to make it if you want to try to do your own lighthouse. I've got to get a little bit of white going on. Here we are. And black. Well, in this case, it's a very dark blue. And after I finish this one, we're going to call it quits for the day. Well, for this adventure, anyway. Okay. Now, what you do is you have to do two parts. Half of it black, half of it white, and you're going to sort of make a marble looking thing. Just make sure that you've got enough, equal ratio of white to black, that's all. Yeah, if we could all get along like that, black and white, half this stuff wouldn't be going on that it is. Crazy stuff. Right. Lives matter. Neither here nor there. Okay, that's going to be good there. If I need to add a little bit more, I will. But at this point, that should do it. Okay. Now I'm going to do a cold seal on this side. And see what we can do there. Nick Long is watching. Okay, Bernice, I'll get back with you on that shortly after I finish this. I'm almost through. Well, I will make a lighthouse out of it before it's all said and done. Just to let people know how it can be done. Touch that. Now I got to get the other half of this. That should be a good. Now here's where the fun comes in. I'm now going to let that come in a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, I've got some chickens and some ducks. So it's quite the noises out there. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Yeah, that's about even. Cold seal there. Tap it off there. I think it needs just a little bit more white. Just a little. And we'll get there. Just a little bit. To make this all nice and even. Just a little bit. That should about do it. Now we're going to do a cold seal on the bottom here. Now we're going to start stretching this. Let it round into itself. Make more of a marble shape. There we go. Let it flow. And then I'm going to turn it into a stick, and as I turn it, stretch it out a little bit, I'm going to start swirling this. Okay? Here we go. There we go. That's the fun part. And I'm sort of twirling more with the, or I grab it and twist it a little more with the left than I do with the right. I'm only rocking it back and forth with the right hand. And now I'm going to thin it out and make some tinier swirls of black and white swirl. There we go. It's getting a little bit of a corkscrew going on, but it should be fine. Once I put it into a set of a small pendant or something. I'm here on the coast, so beach is beach, right? Right. There we go. I'm going to leave that. That gives you an idea. Think about it. This is the same way you can make candy canes as well. Red and white does the trick. Whatever flavors you want. If you want it mint green, make it mint and white, or mint and red, black, or whatever. You know what I mean. So don't just think parallel, think lateral as well. Now let's make a small lighthouse on the end of this, and gives you an idea of what you can do with it. Hey Kevin. Hi William. For some reason my feed up factor doesn't work on this thing. I have to sort of do it by hand. That's why I'm missing some of what people are saying or coming in and going out. That'll work though. Okay, I'm going to make this about, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be about that long. There you go. I'll make others with that one as well, but this is what we're going to be working on right now. Oh, you can't see that. Let's tilt this just a little bit more and zoom out. This is into the elm arbor. You can see the top of the lighthouse. Now this is important. This is what I'm going to do to make it more round and less corkscrewish looking. A little bit more on the top here. And you know what? I'm going to reverse this. I think the top is going to be where my fingers are, and the bottom is going to be down this end. Right. The second thought, no. I don't know what I'm doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm just sort of sitting here and not doing what I'm doing, but I'm getting it done. Yeah, the lighthouse, for some reason, wanted to be done, so I'm getting it done. I don't know why I do it, but I do. I'm like a butterfly. I go from one flower or hummingbird or bumblebee or whatever. I go to one flower to another. And if somebody tells me to go in that direction, I do go in that direction for a while. But not all the time. Okay. A little bit of crud on here, so we're going to pinch that off. Now that's the base just below the light in the lighthouse, and I'm going to kick this down a notch. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Get it hot. Seal it on. Very important to make sure it's sealed on there. And then what I'm going to do is just sort of crease it. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to do the job. It's just to give the appearance of a lighthouse. It's not an exact lighthouse. Come on now. If that was the job, hey, get an architect and a building permit. You know what I mean. But here we go. Now the top of the roof is pretty interesting. I just put another little blob like so. But then I'm going to take and use this L marker to right in the corner of the L and spin it, and it makes the point to the house. See there? I'm going to do another one, do it a little bit better here. Oop, might help if I aim what I'm doing here. There we go. Yeah, this month is beach month on Beginner's Lampwork Challenge. I'm going to probably put this lighthouse and a whole bunch of, well, I can do shells and dolphins and you know what I mean. Well, the sun just came out of the clouds. You can see how bright it got real quick. Okay, now let me tilt this back again that way. I'm going to put that there and just, there we go. There we go. Seals in. Now I'm going to flare it with reamer. Oh yeah. And we have one lighthouse. Plus tax, license, service charges. I could let that one go for $12 as well. Plus shipping. And there you go. When you're hot, you're hot. Alright, I can't help it. Me and my puns, I have to sing it. You light up my life. Alright, never mind. I know, don't quit my day job. Here, let me show you these other two real quick, and then I'm going to call it quits. You already saw that. But here is the cat. The crazy looking eyes. And then we got the unicorn. Looking really, really nice. And of course, the lighthouse. And I'm only going to hold that by the loop, because it's still hot. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't want to focus on it. Oh well, we'll get there. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, Carpe Vitro. Hey, Holly. As always, Carpe Vitro, and enjoy your day.